Let's consider this Missouri Day on the Will Cain Show. Earlier today on my digital show, we invited in Missouri Attorney General, the Missouri Attorney General, to talk about their suit against China in Missouri for their COVID-19 policies that they unleashed on your citizens there, Senator Hawley, because now I welcome in Missouri Republican Senator Josh Hawley as well. So we'll just consider this Missouri Day, Senator, and we'll also consider it a great day for what you've been fighting for in the Senate. You know, to win over the committee for RFK, and Tulsi seems to be on a big path, a good path for her confirmation. What won over some of your Republican colleagues? Some reluctant colleagues, perhaps Bill Cassidy, perhaps Susan Collins when it comes to Tulsi Gabbard?
Well, I think when it comes to Tulsi Gabbard, listen, you've got to admire her directness, her forthrightness, and the fact she understands she's going to be an honest broker as the DNI. She's going to tell it like it is. She's going to stop this. The last 4 years when we have been consistently misled, when the public has been lied to, they concealed the origins of COVID. They've lied to us about everything under the sun. And Tulsi Gabbard, she's a truth teller, which is, by the way, the reason why you've had all of these forces opposing her, is she's come out and said, yeah, you know what, Section 702, it really does need to be reformed. We really should stop spying on Americans. We really do need to release the information about the origins of COVID. She's taken on the biggest interest. She's taken on the established interest in Washington. They hate her. So the fact now that she's winning over the critics with her forthrightness, with her honesty, I think is terrific. And the same is true for RFK. I sat in that hearing with him. I listened to him answer his critics one by one by one. And I think that it's just hard to argue with people who have the courage of their convictions.
Senator Hegseth came out of the committee hearing with the support of Republican senators. On the floor in the Senate, it still came down to a 50-50 tie, requiring the vice president to step in to confirm Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense. What do you expect now, though, on a floor vote? First for RFK, I would assume, and ultimately for Tulsi. Do you expect the necessary number of Republicans to be there for confirmation?
Well, I think it'll be close. I mean, I really do think it will be close. And, you know, will it be more than 50 Republicans? I'm not sure. I'm pretty confident now that both will be confirmed. I think with those votes out of committee, you've got every Republican supporting them on both of those committees. But listen, I mean, Washington doesn't change easy. That's the bottom line here. And you've got lots of establishment forces like Big Pharma in the case of RFK. Big Pharma hates RFK, which to my mind is the greatest thing he's got going for him. The fact that he understands you've got to hold these people accountable. I love the fact he's out there suing Big Pharma. I love it. I think that's the best thing about his nomination. But, Will, they're going to go hard after him on the floor. I believe he will be confirmed. But it's going to be a fight because they're scared of what he'll do once he's in office. And I hope that he does everything he's promised to do.
For whatever it's worth, betting markets today have both of them north of, I believe, 96% for confirmation. I'm sure you know more on where your colleagues stand on these two than the betting markets, but again, for whatever it's worth, that's where we are at Polymarket. Let's talk about Doge. Let's talk about the 36 contracts that have been terminated. Saves about $165 million. Every step of the way, Senator, no matter what the cut has been, from USAID or any other cut within the federal government, the left has cried uncle. Most of your Democratic colleagues have cried about the deep cuts of these beginning cuts. I'm curious, from your impression so far, is there any cut that is acceptable to your friends, colleagues, opponents on the left?
No, of course not, because they love government. They love government, they love bureaucracy, and even more than that, they love the far left agenda that these agencies have been pushing. And take USAID, that's the perfect example. Here is an agency that has been off rogue, has been spending our taxpayer money promoting abortions, promoting a far left trans agenda overseas. You want to talk about a form of imperialism. It's cultural imperialism of the worst kind. Leftist, Marxist, cultural imperialism that does not reflect the values of the American people, not at all. And now when this president brings them to heel and says, we're not doing that anymore, the left just melts down. Of course they do, because these agencies have been their mouthpieces. This is why we need top to bottom review. I love the reforms that the president's instituted.
You know, I mentioned I was sort of joking with you at the outset when I talked about having Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey on the Will Cain Show a little bit earlier today, talking about the suit against China, which has now been affirmed by the 8th Circuit with standing to go forward, suing China over their COVID-19 policies. You as well, though, now in the Senate, held a hearing. Again, this is largely but not exclusively about China, and that's on the fentanyl crisis. And I wanted to share with you this quote. It stuck out to me. I'm sure you've seen it. This is a quote from the Chinese Foreign Ministry. Fentanyl is America's problem. What would you say to China?
Yeah, well, they're trying to kill us. I mean, they're trying to make an unbelievable amount of profit. They're trying to kill Americans with it. And I would just say to them, we're not going to stand for it anymore. We are coming for you. That's why Missouri's lawsuit is so important. It's why it's important what the president is doing, getting tough with China. We need to slap tariffs on them. We need to sanction them. We need to make it clear that the open season on the United States of America is over. For all of our enemies out there, you've had an open season for the last 4 years. It is over, and that begins with China.
All right, Senator Josh Hawley, thanks.